Welcome back to Just the Facts, the weekly vidcast from factcheck.org. I'm Emmy Kalawale. The conventions have come and gone. The crews have come in to sweep up the confetti, but now a whole new crew is needed to sweep up the misleads that are likely to travel with the candidates on the campaign trail. That's where we come in. First, we'll take a look at a claim about candidate Obama's plan to eliminate tax loopholes.
Now, many of these plans will cost money, which is why I've laid out how I'll pay for every dime by closing corporate loopholes and tax havens that don't help America grow.
But he wouldn't just send the bill to corporations. The Obama campaign says the cost of his proposed tax cuts would be $130 billion a year. His plan to close corporate tax loopholes amounts to only $80 billion a year in revenue. That's a $50 billion a year shortfall. And Obama proposes to raise taxes on families making $250,000 a year and on individuals making $200,000 a year. But you didn't hear that in his speech. And now we turn to freshly minted vice presidential candidate Joe Biden and his claim about John McCain's plan for tax cuts.
But no relief for 100 million American families. That's not change. That's more of the same.
In fact, McCain's plan would leave nearly 66 million households without a tax cut, not 100 million. Now, let's watch as Obama literally takes a joke too far.
Why else would he define middle class as someone making under $5 million a year?
Whether you found his answer funny or not, McCain intended to make a joke when he was asked by Pastor Rick Warren at what income level someone went from being middle class to rich.
I think if you're just talking about income, how about 5 million?
McCain even took a moment to predict what Obama would do with his line.
And I'm sure that comment will be distorted, but the point...
McCain may have seen clearly into the future then, but he may not have seen us catch this mislead at the convention a few weeks later.
Both parties and Senator Obama passed another corporate welfare bill for oil companies.
The bill McCain is talking about here actually raised taxes on the oil industry. A little. About $300 million, according to the nonpartisan Congressional Research Service. Meanwhile, McCain himself proposes to cut the corporate rate for all companies, oil included, and that would result in an estimated $4 billion cut for the 5 largest U.S.-based oil companies. Obama, on the other hand, is promising that he'll strip oil companies of tax breaks to the tune of an amount yet to be determined. Next, we take a look at McCain's vice presidential nominee, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin.
I told the Congress, thanks but no thanks on that bridge to nowhere.
Palin would have been more accurate to have told the story as her having said yes, then no, to building the bridge from Alaska's sparsely populated Gravina Island to Ketchikan. Palin originally supported the bridge project in 2006, and Congress sent her the money without requiring that she spend it on the project. So Palin could have chosen to spend the money on the bridge, but she didn't. Instead, she chose to spend it on other projects. Next is former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee on the number of votes Sarah Palin received during her mayoral run.
She got more votes running for mayor of Wasilla, Alaska than Joe Biden got running for president of the United States.
Huckabee is not even close. During his 2008 run for the White House, Joe Biden received nearly 80,000 votes, even though he pulled out right after the Iowa caucuses. In her first run to be mayor of Wasilla, Sarah Palin received 651 votes, and in her second run, she received 909 votes. And with that, we're back to John McCain with this.
Reducing government spending and getting rid of failed programs will let you keep more of your own money to save, spend, and invest as you see fit.
Yes, but which programs are failing? McCain isn't specific. And those cuts sound less painful than they would likely be if McCain keeps his promise to make the Bush tax cuts permanent, make tax cuts of his own, and balance the federal budget by 2013. But McCain also promises that,
and the first big spending pork barrel earmark bill that comes across my desk, I will veto it.
earmarks only account for $16.9 billion in spending this fiscal year. But the deficit is expected to be over $200 billion, an amount likely to increase if McCain's promised tax cuts come about. And that's it for this episode of Just the Facts. For more on all of these misleads, going from Mile High to Minneapolis, be sure to check out our website at www.factcheck.org. I'm Emmy Kalawale. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.